Welcome back to Silksong, everyone. We're going to be knocking out the end of Act 2 and a whole lot of Act 3 today. Let's see how far we can get. We still have to actually start the Act 3 quest line. We need to do Lace, Grandmother Silk, the Silk and Song quest line, and also First Center. So we have some really good boss fights coming up. First on the list, let's just see if we can Wanderer's Crest Lace down. Wasn't really expecting that to catch me. So to heal. Oh, that works. Wouldn't have expected it. I'm sorry, I was too busy laughing at the fact that this shit was working. I couldn't actually dodge it all. I was thinking she's got to be close to Scream. Damn it! That's so unfortunate. Not actually sure what hit me there. So that's some damage is what I'm hearing. It's fine, I'll just heal again. I tried to grapple, not realizing I'd used literally all of my silk. Oh, I thought we were doing something different, Lace. That's cinematic as hell. I'm just messing up here, that's all this is. I'm gonna give it another shot. I think that was a pretty rough first attempt. Like, we had some really good things. Wanderer's Crest is really good, but I definitely was not locked in. There were a couple of times where certain parries and certain dodges worked, and I was genuinely shocked by them because the Wanderer's Crest is so fast. But me being impressed that things were possible caused me to play it very, very badly. All right, take two. Man, I'm fucking this all up. It's fine. Oh, I did not realize we were doing that. Also, didn't realize that was how that was going to work out for me. Thanks, Dice. Probably a good time to heal. Definitely a good time to keep healing. Stop that, I didn't even hit you. I've got that nasty habit of jumping still. The dashing attack bounced me back in front of her, but yeah, she's dead already. I might overgear the shit out of this fight. You can do it toolless. And yeah, if you're gonna overgear something, Wanderers absolutely fucks it up. Now that said, also Wander is just very good against Lace. Like, it plays so much smoother than most other crests, and to Lace too. Definitely smoother than which if you watched last episode, you saw her parrying my heal and my own pogo attack punishing me when I was using Witch Crest here. And besides, Wander's been criminally underplayed this run for my second favorite quest. Crest, every time. My brain's like, what other word ends in est? Why would you be saying anything else? My personal favorites, not necessarily power tier list, is definitely Hunter, Wanderer, Witch for my top three in that order. After that, let's go from the other end. Beast is in last place for sure. Reaper's in second to last place for sure. Which leaves Architect and who? Oh, Shaman. Definitely Architect in fourth and Shaman in fifth. Anyway, that'll be our last Silk Heart finally obtained. Let's go unlock the shortcut to Terminus and start the stuff for Act 3 before going to fight Lost Center, which we will not be using Wanderer for because we already first tried the boss with Wanderer. It might be pretty good against her. Let's try a different crest there. Honestly, it might be a fun fight for Architects. Not like the tool aspect, just like the infinite health pressure with your charged attack style that I was using. Although, honestly, I'm not looking to use the shards, so I might do a much slower version of the fight. So, having knocked out Lace, do I get access to the quest now? Yes, I do. You do not need to kill First Center for that. Now that said, just because it's not required does not mean we are not going to be fighting for center. One of the best fights in the game, and we're absolutely doing it now before we get any more terminally overgeared. Ah, that's going to be hard to heal, isn't it? Oh, I see why Wanderer's Crest was good at this fight. Well, I almost got a heal. Well, I'm gonna call that attempt there. We're definitely not stabilizing that. I don't think I'm gonna use Witch Crest for that fight. Again, sorry for the Witch Crest stands, but like, she doesn't stop moving. There's that saves your location? I wonder if that's a dream fight, because it is pretty weird. I'm not willing to just die and hope it's a dream fight, though. All right, we're going to use the Architect's Crest and then stubbornly refuse to use any part of the actual Architect's Crest. That's the plan. We're going to use Multi-Binder, Warning Bell, charge attacks. That's the whole plan. And like, if we wanted to, we could probably just crush it with Plasmium Files, I know, but that's not what I'm here for. So I have no idea how this works. Oh, you just get the whole cutscene again. Okay, fair enough. And I guess it's not a dream. I guess you're just like there being in jail until you weave a new dress, which, I mean, fair, cool. I thought for sure you would just vanish. Oh, damn, it didn't quite go through. I want to figure out this playstyle. It's not about it being optimal, it's about it being cool. Just gonna teleport back. If I had realized it a little bit sooner, I could have gotten her. Backstepped out of it. Just going to heal up here. Thanks, Warning Bell. No, you're not healing. Oh, wow. I was not expecting the immediate turn. I thought she might be healing, which is why I went in there. We should be fine to heal way up top in this fight. Yeah, we can do that. Unfortunately, she is going to get that heal off. No. Well, consider me masterfully baited. I just need to heal, man. I'm actually gonna start doing faster attacks just to... Well, I thought I could charge the pogo way longer than that, to be honest with you. Was stopping her heal worth it? Probably not. Definitely not. Well, we're out of here. I'm gonna keep fighting her here because I know I can beat it, but I feel like I should just use Wanderer. This is one of those fights where the enemy is so fast and never stops moving that Wanderer is just like the crest for it. Hunter would also be great. Oh, whoops. Good prank. Getting better about learning to give up on the drill sometimes. Man, she is getting better about dodging me. Oh, I haven't really taken damage. Let's fix that, I guess. Thought I'd be able to get her, but no. Stop that. No. Also, it occurs to me I have all the missing health and full silk, so like maybe do something about that. I wasn't where I thought I was, man. Just not used to the moveset. You're not gonna do shit, I know it. Wow, that was way faster than I thought it would be for that to fire. GMS got me programmed to disrespect those knives. Unfortunate. I just have to heal here. It's not ideal. Damn, she got the heal off. A little bit rough there. Okay, phase 1 done. I should be able to heal in time. Okay, good phase 1. Oh yeah, of course it's gonna break my charge. Oh shit, I thought I jumped that. All right, I'm playing real bad. I don't have an explanation as to why we're doing so badly. We just are. Shit, I thought I'd be able to get high enough. Just gonna heal here. Wow, that's really unfortunate with that timing. Thanks, Dice, you're goated. Unfortunate? We'll call it a draw, Weaver. I didn't think it would carry me into it, or that she'd stagger beneath the explosions. Why'd I jump? We should be fine here. Nope. Apparently she has time to finish her attack, start Root Rage, and catch me before Unchanged Multibond gets finished. Stop that. Move. I was worried that was gonna hit me. Ooh, I am not. I did not catch that was my last mask. I am not safe. That was a fun fight. I'm really enjoying the way that feels, actually. I'm very confident I could beat her pretty easily with Wanderer Crest. But let's go ahead and just keep sticking to this. That way, when I remake my tier list video, people will be really mad that I'm fighting First Center with 9 mask, Architect's Crest, and a literally no tool usage. Not quite ideal. Oh wait, that only took 1 damage for some reason. Thought I'd be able to catch the top of her big ass head there, but I was wrong about that. Should be fine. Nope. It's not even a little bit fine. Oh, wrong way. Right, so this is me during editing. There was a really long silence in this fight where I was super locked in. And I did not notice, despite my apparent focus, that I don't have a mask right now. So if anyone can confirm whether or not this was a dream fight or whether or not I was risking my life, I'd love to know. Also, I'm somewhat worried that my play quality is going to drop off a cliff about halfway through this video. Because, full disclosure, it's been like over a week since I played this fight. I just have not been able to sleep at night lately. I've been feeling absolutely like dog shit, haven't had the time or ability to record. And as a result, I am very worried about what's to come in Act 3. I'm actually pretty proud of that dodge. That was awkward as shit to get under. Or over, whichever. I've instantly forgotten what the dodge I was proud of was. I didn't fully charge it, so I just let go and did nothing in front of her while she healed. There's some weird shit up at the top here that's fucked with me a couple times where the wall just sort of stops, and that's what was happening there. In case anyone's confused to why I just did nothing and got beat up, that'd be why. I don't know if I interrupted that heal or not. Shit. Thanks, Warning Bell, for mitigating some of my idiocy, I guess. Okay, we should be fine all the way up here. She is 2, unfortunately, but it's fine. It's phase 1. I'm only worried about letting her heal in phase 2 when I'm already missing health. Ah. Well, you're gonna have to heal in phase 2, I think. Just heal all the way up top. Also, I should be harpooning way more than I am. Man, the worst part about the drill is that if I'm trying to do the charge attacks, I'm not running at the balls and harpooning and doing other shit. Like, it's fun. It is not my favorite, though. Also, charge attack is 1 silk per use, which isn't great either. God, that shit's fast. Let's get our heal off. You can have one too, it's fine. No, not another one. Only 1 heal. I don't need tools. I'm not that kind of architect. Just heal at the top. It's fine. You can have it too. No, no heal for you. Just gonna heal at safety. Should be close to over. Just die already. We both know you're done. I was not expecting the way all that movement played out. Just gonna heal. You can have it too. It's fine. It's a great fight. I don't mind fighting it a little bit longer. Theoretically, I could fight this fight forever and just kept letting her heal. I actually am going to take it slow here and get the heal off. Oh. Well, guess I should have let you heal too that time. I'm sorry. We normally both do a heal and the fight just keeps going on and we all have a good time. It's a wonderful fight. And I do enjoy killing her. I was like, wait, did I forget about phase 3? No. I do enjoy beating her with the Architect Crest without using tools just to make myself learn the moveset more. The moveset's genuinely not that bad. It's weird. It can encourage you to play really badly because you're just looking for a chance to throw a tool or looking for a chance to charge an attack. But if you just get used to the base moveset, it's not that bad. I would say it's like the tied for 3rd best, I guess. It's hard to say. I think Wanderer, Witch, and Hunter all have very convincing arguments that they're better movesets than Architect's Crest. Architect's just kind of like, I've got a big charge attack, and that's the argument that it's better than any of those. Regardless of how it compares to anything else, the moveset's just perfectly adequate. And one quick trip through the Silk Dimension later, we have picked up, I believe, Rune Rage, which, I don't know. When I start doing Shaman Stone stuff later, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna be spamming Threadstorm, man. Rune Rage really upset me every time I tried to utilize it on my first run. It just sort of puts a bunch of shit on the screen and holds you still while doing it for a very long time. And I don't get the impression that it's doing anything worth the amount of time it holds me still. Its attack targeting is super random. Maybe there's some clever stuff you can do where, like, if you stand in a corner, it forces it all in one direction of you as opposed to spread evenly in all 4 quadrants around you. But other than that, I don't think I have any interest in Rune Rage. I think it's just like the one where you turn into a spear, parry, and silk threads. I think those are by far the best spells for Shaman Stone, or Shaman Crest rather. Shaman Stone being the super broken charm that everyone uses in Hollow Knight the First. But yeah, it's Rune Rage. And I think we just need to go get some people, well, some people's souls at least, and go fight GMS to wrap up Act 2 now. I think we have done basically everything you could possibly do. And there's only one crest I was ever considering for Grandmother Silk. We're playing Witch Crest. It is one of the best bosses up there with King Khan. Like, these bosses that don't have contact damage are so good for Witch, man. GMS is probably much better than Khan. Khan jumps around a lot, but GMS sounds like one of the best possible fights you could take with a Witch Crest. And it's been getting hard countered a lot these past couple fights. Like the past 3 bosses, I've started with Witch Crest and immediately changed my mind. So let's go give it a better showing against a different boss. Although everyone agrees GMS is easy, so maybe having a good showing there doesn't count for much. Anyways, we're here with the Caretaker talking about songs and silk and souls and all of that jazz. And very shortly, he will make a not at all suspicious plan to work with the other snails, I mean my cousins, to deal with GMS by summoning the Void. I mean, imprisoning her for eternity, somewhere. So a while back, I mentioned looking up a guide for Steel Soul to see if there was like information on bosses having 2 damage attacks that could break through Fractured Mask, and I didn't find anything. I feel like I should mention, this is basically a guide for backing up your save, farming, and cheesing every boss with tools. It's actually really sad to read. It doesn't sound like this person had any fun playing Steel Soul. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they had a great time, but it sounds like they're describing the closest legitimate thing to just straight up cheating. Just like, it feels like the only reason they aren't using Cheat Engine is because it didn't come packaged with the game. Yes, hello, Chapel Maid, who I correctly called out as a Snail Shaman when I first saw her in like the first hour of gameplay, and then completely forgot about Snail Shamans for another 40 hours and was blindsided by the reveal. Anyways, time to save and quit back to the old man. Oh, I guess I should just, I don't need to go talk to him. I just get on the Bellway and go to Bellheart, huh? And of course, we need to swing by the Bell Hermit as well, pick up his soul, his crotchety, angry old soul. And we're back to the lead Snail Shaman. You can have all your friends' souls and this crazy Weaver contraption I found. Let's go breach the void. Let's do terrible things together and bring about the apocalypse. I do enjoy that, like, paying more attention to the dialogue and not accidentally mashing through the dialogue where Hornet's like, I'm on to you, I know what you really are. It's apparent that Hornet knew they were Snail Shamans. And it's kind of funny when they're in Act 3 and they're like, you knew we were Snail Shamans. What did you think the big plan was? We are all about the void. We didn't learn a lesson. If we learned a lesson about the void, it was do better next time. You know what they say? Get back on the horse. Why do you think we would ever stop that shit? And with this done, all the quests are done. We have pretty much, I think, every Act 2 collectible. I haven't checked to see if I got all the fleas. I'll do that in Act 3 because I think I need it for the flea carnival. But we've definitely done the vast majority in the 15 hours or so that we played so far. Which brings us to the cradle and the last climb. Because this time we're not fucking going to the surface. Do I have enough money? Oh yeah, I farmed Grand Reeds for a little bit, so I definitely have the money. I definitely want to get all the maps. I don't want to pull that shit I did last time where I forget important maps. I said important maps. Yeah, who would be able to navigate the cradle without this map? It's really important. But still, if it's going to be a trophy account with a purple quill, it should have all the maps. By the way, in case anyone has forgotten, because I edited out all the bullshit, I don't have a map in this run. I literally cannot navigate in the world. Oh, also, am I missing something? That's Coral Chambers, that's Grand Gate. No, there's just a big empty square right there with the base maps. I'm not missing anything. But yeah, we haven't been able to navigate with in-game resources at all for this entire run. It's been very sad. Anyway, that'll be the shortcut to the terminus open in case we somehow don't first try Grandmother Silk, which would honestly be surprising to me. With how over-geared we are and how generally easy GMS is, like that would be a bit weird. But hey, so would failing the easiest platforming challenge in the game, and here we are. What's that? Pogo off a single spike? Sorry, that's too much to ask. Even better, I think that Pogo was entirely pointless and unnecessary. What's up, Caretaker? I hope you weren't looking down just now, because it's gonna be real embarrassing if I have to explain those jumps to you. Anyways, we're here. We're overgeared as shit. And Grandmother Silk's a great fight, but an easy fight. I expect this is gonna be one of the easiest Grandmother Silks I've ever done, since I beat it with no healing and the Cursed Crest instead of the Witch Crest, full soul use. Just compared to the Cursed ending achievement, this is gonna be bullying. Oh wow, she got dodges. It's a terrible start, but it's fine. Yeah, we're fine. We've got this. She should be close to staggering. Yeah, there we go. I probably should have realized she was close to staggering and then like used my damage consumables. I was hoping I could get the parry by grappling into it. Oh, that's phase 1 over. Yeah, the heal does hit kinda hard. Sadly, she died early in the heal, so I didn't get the full value, I think. Anyways, we're gonna try to double consumable on this. Ah, she broke the second one. Damn it. This is not the Wanderer's Crest. I'm playing it a little bit too fast. This, that. I should have been on her. She's very non-aggressive right when she summons the spikes. So that was a really bad time. Cool. It actually worked out perfectly. I knew it was close, but I didn't think it was that close. I thought I had time. Oh, I got the fire off. I didn't think I did. Oh, she's dead. I was trying to heal after I grappled, but she's already done. Yeah, sorry, GMS. So, there's a lot of things you can do to make GMS trivially easy. I did all of them, basically. Also, where's the void at? I don't remember having to do this in the void ending, but I'm guessing I just forgot because I was so flabbergasted by the void opening. I might have fucked up. I might have just done the bad ending by accident, because I feel like the void should have already happened. You know, sometimes you mean to save the world and you just click the end the world button. I mean, they're both apocalypses, it's just different apocalypses. So, my bad. We're gonna go fight GMS again. I'll use a different tool this time just for variety. Dude, I bet Wanderers kills her so fast with nail +3, good uptime in the burn. Wait, no, absolutely not. We're gonna do the Witch Crest again and just be better at the game this time. Of course, first I'm gonna sit through the credits. I'll be back with you after editing. Didn't mean to get the bad ending. I was caught up in the moment. I saw bind and pressed bind. Can you blame me? Oh, wait, I've accidentally gotten the achievement. Damn it. I wanted to get the Steel Soul achievement at the same time as the completion achievement for 30 hours with 100%. Well, we'll get the other two together. Rip. I think I said something to the effect of I'm going to open the shortcut in case I somehow don't first try GMS. I guess that would be the somehow, huh? Accidentally getting the bad ending. Anyway, we're here. We're missing a health because we're bad at the game and can't do basic platforming segments. Once again, the damage was from a spike I didn't even need to go near. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. This time, we're not going to bind Grandmother Silk. We're going to press the right button. Yeah, the Flea Brew gets you so many more swings, man. That's unfortunate. I thought for sure I was positioned correctly there. Well, it's fine. We're not missing that much health. We should be staggering real soon. Oh, that's phase 1 done. In case you're wondering what Flint Slate plus Flea Brew plus heal damage on this looks like, it does some fucking damage. Damn it. Just a little bit too early on the dash. Damn it, I didn't even see them because I was off the screen too high up. I was trying to do Wanderer quest timings. Crest, goddamn, how do I do it every time? Didn't quite know what to do there with the spawn timing of the rocks. Oh, she's dead again. Well, yeah, that's about right. We're going to hold Y this time instead of instantly pressing bind like an idiot. It's a really fun fight. I'm not upset to fight Grandmother Silk twice. However, I imagine Hornet's quite upset to be like, wait a second, was this the plan? That's what I get for working with snail shamans. I should have expected this. I also do really enjoy that Lace's motivation for the heel turn and betraying Grandmother Silk is just being angry and petulant more than anything else. I mean, that's probably an oversimplification and downplay of being an eternal child and not being loved in any capacity and knowing that they're trying to throw you away for Hornet, but still, it does boil down to anger and petulance. And with this cutscene playing out, with the void finally here, you know what that means? That's right, everybody. We can get a map. It's Act 3. We can finally see where we are. Although at this point, I'm just not going to use it out of spite. Not even out of spite. I learned where everything was more effectively by using the interactive map on the side monitor, because I was watching the rooms as I moved through them instead of having to open the map after I moved through them. And because a lot of the time I couldn't check my compass, I had to just know which room I was in. There was no way to open the map and see where I was at all. So I actually learned the map a lot better using outside resources, weirdly enough. And at this point, I don't really feel like I would ever need to use the map, but I do want that purple quill all the same. And one more pretty solid attempt at GMS appears to have taken us not that long. We're still under 16 hours. I feel like we were like 57 minutes or something last time. Makes sense. We pretty much went straight there and killed her immediately. That was a very fast fight. I do really love this little bit of meta narrative where the start of Act 3 is your save file being corrupted by the void. That is just really, really cool. Anyway, this whole almost sucked into the void, grabbed by a pale being, cast down a gaping chasm thing. This would be really scary for a Steel Soul run, getting up with like 1 heart or whatever it is. If you didn't save and quit and respawn with full health, that's gonna make it a lot less threatening than it otherwise might be. But at long last, we're finally here, Act 3 Abyss. It took us 16 hours to get here, and I suspect it'll only be like 2 hours to clear the entirety of the Abyss. I'd be shocked if this is even a 20-hour run. And I don't feel like I've been particularly quick about it either. Yeah, 1 heart out of 9. Oh god, I'm so scared. I only have 1 life. What am I going to do? I guess it's actually 4 because you get the free bind. But yeah, no, I reject your reality and substitute my own. I'll be right back. Ah, now that is much, much, much better. Don't exactly remember the climb down. I only had to come back up a couple of times. Now, by far the worst part of Act 3 is that they killed the cogwork core, and also that they allow me to walk right and waste my time here. Because, man, the cogwork core, the upper cogwork core specifically, is my favorite bit of movement in the entire game. It's part of the reason that I needed to save at the end of Act 2, so I can just go do it whenever I want. But, man, I wish it could have been preserved in any capacity. Losing this area sucks. All right, at the gauntlet with full health and Silk Spear for some inexplicable reason. As the only thing I have. I guess it's the only one they could know that you collected because it's mandatory for the, Oh, I was not expecting the follow up there. Honestly, just stop being alive. I don't appreciate this. Ow. I think you only had 5 hits, right? Just get out of the way of that. Yeah, not even a problem. And I think that's all you have to do before I can put my normal gear back on. I think I'm gonna pass out and Sherma's gonna rescue me if I remember correctly. Spin. You know somebody has lost their Steel Soul run to that. Probably not. Maybe that one. You put in enough falls and someone will die to one. Because there's only one time in the entire run you need to do that movement, right? So easy to just forget about it and die to that in Steel Soul. If somebody's like really against save and quit, they might have died there. That would be fucking heartbreaking, especially if they did the full 100% grind basically before Act 3 like I did. Anyways, I'm having a terrible time. If only some brave young man could come sing me a song of hope. The world may be ending, but somehow I think we'll be okay. Anyway, hats off to Sherma, best boy, by far the brightest moments in the game. Thank God he lived. I was so worried our first time through this guy was not gonna make it. Okay, for you it's been seconds. For me, it's been over a week since I actually managed to play any Steel Soul. I've had a rough week, I've had crippling insomnia, and in fact, I'm currently recording this during insomnia hours. But ignore all of that. My play might decline from here going forward, but we'll get back on the horse. One of the first things I realized, I backed up my save, is that I forgot to do something in Act 2, so let's go back to Act 2 real quick right before we got this. There's something I need to do. See, the reason we're in Bellheart, and the same thing happened in my first playthrough, where I had to load an older save, is because I forgot to do the optional chakra duel that you cannot do in Act 3. So, let's summon her, because I believe we're able to start this duel, aren't we? I'm gonna tell her no if I am able to fight this. Because what I learned in my first playthrough is I really don't like this fight very much. So, give me a second to set up Chakra. It's gonna be very, 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 very fair. Don't worry. Everything happening right now is perfectly okay, Chakra. Nothing to be upset about. And we need a few more of these. I think that's it. And just for good measure, take one of those too. I won't be fighting Chakra remotely fairly, but I do want her beat in this series. Like, we're doing the whole thing. We're 100% of the game in Steel Soul. I thought she did it 3 times. And honestly, it looks like she thought she did it 3 times too. I don't think anybody used charge attacks here, honestly. Well, it's fine. I'll just I'll just use normal attacks. I don't think the charge attacks are going to work. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, it is kind of unfair to fight her when my shards aren't real, isn't it? Oh well. No mercy for Chakra. I can't pretend to care. Where is she? I mean, she's got my number if I play the charge attack, right? I'll never hit her. Man, this is such a stupid fight with infinite health and bugs. Oh, good job, guys. I'm glad I time traveled over this Chakra. Anyways, I've said it before. Architect's Crest isn't my favorite. The bugs rang the bell. Man, you guys are really eager for a rematch, huh? I've said it before. Architect's Crest might not be my favorite, but I'm 100% sure that the Cogfly infinite health setup is just totally broken. So, yeah, sorry about that, Chakra. I'm gonna leave this timeline now. Anyways, back to the real timeline. We're gonna head over to the Bell Station and deal with the Bell Leader. We've made it to the Bellway, but honestly, screw the Bell Beast. We don't need to look at that. 1 second. Something much more important should be available now. I don't think I have to wait for Trobio to spawn properly. So I don't think this is actually a fight yet. Yeah, you need the quest for it to be a fight. But there should be a quill up here where you first enter. Look at that magnificent purple quill. Oh, we've got it. We have the most pointless trophy item in the entire game. Look at me, I refuse to use the map for 3 acts like a complete dipshit. I don't even need it at this point. It's like, yeah, I've got a map, Quill, who cares? You think I'm gonna press B? You think I'm gonna open my map? Back, rather. So, one final point of comparison. Here is the world as I know it currently. The map is somewhat lacking, I will admit. I should have picked up the Verdania map in the Bispass before doing that, honestly. And now, the map is somewhat more complete than it used to be. Absolutely ridiculous. What a pointless trophy item to elect, but we have it now. Now when I open my Steel Soul file, I'll be like, wait. Did you know my quill is purple? And people are gonna be like, what's that? And I'll have to explain that I am in fact an idiot. Anyway, let's go fight the Bell Beast. I don't think Witch is the right crest for this, to be honest. Oh wait, you're not the Bell Beast, you're the Bell Eater. And I really don't think this is the fight for Witch. Honestly, I think Witch might be good. I'm gonna give it a shot here. Although I've been thinking, Witch is really hurt by the fact that I'm playing on this difficulty on Steel Soul. I would never run Fractured Mask on Witch. It would always be the Warning Bell. You have to run Multi-Bond. You have to run Injector Brand, I think. Let's see if that's true. Without the Injector Brand versus with the Injector Brand, or the other way around, rather. Ooh, yeah, you need the Injector Brand. It's not negotiable. That is extremely noticeable. I think I give up the damage for the Warning Bell, to be honest with you. Just to reduce how punishing it. The damage is so good, though. It's like the whole point of the crest. It'll be fine. Let's just go fight a snake. All right, let's do this. Okay, Bell Eater attempt number 1. Not just, I'm assuming damage tanking is worth it. Oh, I think he's gonna do the long attack. Yeah, damn. Well, that was a waste. Thanks. Oh, I didn't even see the second one coming. I want to heal again. Oh, I didn't realize you were doing that either. Why were you doing that? And we're doing this again. Try not to run into bells this time. Oh, wow, that goes way higher than I thought it would. This has been going really smoothly so far. It kind of feels like this is a good trap. Ow. I definitely cannot afford to try to hit it in the head right here. Not really sure what happened there. Oh, what? Are we done? Is it dead? Holy shit, Witchcraft deals damage. I was here for like half an hour my first playthrough. Yeah, a huge amount of the damage I just dealt was Witchcrest, just on the healing. Also, the increased range made that fight so much easier. Actually, a great crest for that fight. Anyway, the Bell Beast is here, and far more importantly, so are its children. I probably should have put off doing 100% until Act 3, but I wanted to do everything before the Void happened. It's a tough call. Do you want to do everything in Act 3 where you have the teleport? Or in Act 2 where everything is not possessed by the Void and the map is much easier to move through? And also before you fight all the bosses and overgear them, that's part of it. I didn't want to fight the bosses in Act 3 severely overgeared. I wanted to be more appropriate to their level to some degree. I don't know. Regardless, we have the teleport now and the children are still completely adorable, even if I am wholly distracted from their cute little song. Oh, the bridge is gone now. I protected it all of Act 2 and the bridge just breaks in Act 3 anyway. That's so sad. Oh, that reminds me. I have this ridiculous regrowing stone. I'll go ahead and catch in 124 more shards. And the reason I'm on this bench, obviously, is we need to go talk to the snail shamans about what the actual hell, what was the plan, guys? What did you think was going to happen? Hello, snail friends. How do you feel about the apocalypse that you have started? And the long story short is they don't seem to feel that bad. They mostly seem to feel like I should do something about it, which is a little bit rude if you ask me. I had thought the way that all of the void-possessed enemies actually worked was that it was a random chance for an enemy to be void-possessed, and if it was void-possessed, it would stay that way indefinitely until you killed it. So if you died to it, if you came back to the zone after leaving, no matter what, as long as you didn't kill it, it would stay void-possessed, and once you killed it, every time you ran into it again, there'd be a random chance to get void-possessed. I think that maybe at the start of Act 3, everything gets void-possessed. Maybe it's just like a lot of things are scripted to be void-possessed along the mandatory Act 3 path, but so far, like, every enemy I've seen has been void-possessed, all of them. In particular, this drop here at the start of Deep Docks, it's just literally nothing but void-possessed enemies. Oh, I came to the bell without actually talking to the Forge Mother, or the Forge Daughter rather, to start the bell up. It's fine. I needed to do all this platforming to open the path anyway. It's not that long of a trek back the other way around. To anyone who's wondering why I wanted the multi-binder while exploring the Void Possessed Act 2 with no identifying enemies, that snipe would be why. Yes, hello, Forge Daughter. Remember me? I'm the crazy psychopath that requested barbed wire bear traps. If you could help me out with this whole going to the lava zone thing, I'd greatly appreciate it. And Ballo is surprisingly amenable for being like, hey, you know that long derelict plan to drive a submarine through lava? Yeah, let's do that. The world's ending. It's going to save everyone. He's like, yeah, sure, Chief, whatever you say. Ballo, it's time to bravely go where no bug has gone before. At least recently, I guess. I spent so long in my first playthrough thinking there was an ornate key in this game, because there are a couple of doors described as ornate. One's an ornate door with a simple lock, so if you skim it, just gets you. One is this bell. There's one more that's like, I think it's the way the original Surgeon's door is described in White Ward. But I spent so long thinking there was an intricate key or an ornate key in this game, and there just isn't. Anyway, our plan, somewhat predictably, to dive through lava in a long, derelict piece of shit that was never apparently very good at in the first place. Well, it's going about as you'd expect. I mean, better than you'd expect, really, because I lived through this. And the interactive map of the things I care about for the Void is actually very, very funny, because there's just nothing in it. It's just Silksong and the Far Side, and that's it. Anyway, I'm gonna probably just be editing out the entire Void because honestly, you kind of just run in a straight line in a roughly U shape through this area, and the enemies in it are just grabby assholes or little dudes that don't matter or big dudes that I'm gonna be running past. There's not a whole lot going on here. It's kind of wild how long I was in the Void the first time I was here and how much I struggled with it, because this place is not that big or that complicated. Now that I'm going through it the second time, I'm already back at the Lost Lace fight. And, well, obviously not like actually the Lost Lace fight. Lace is just down here chilling. But, like, it's not difficult to navigate through if you actually know where things are and know what you're doing. Especially when you know what most of these areas are dead ends I don't care about, what little there is there to see. Yes, yes, I get it, Lace. You're being very mature now that you don't need to pretend to be a child for your mom. I'm really appreciate your character growth, but right now I got places to be, bosses to fight. You're later. I do really like Lace as a character. I think they did a really good job of making Lace relatively sympathetic. Like, Lace is a perpetual child created by a demigod. It's hard for that to be sympathetic in any capacity, right? So giving Lace a character arc at all, much less a sympathetic one, is fairly impressive. Got the Far Sight, we can see what I've missed, and I know I've missed one tool. One of the things that occurred to me in my week-long break, aside from missing the chakra duel. Hello? Don't remember this. What I was saying is that one of the things that occurred to me in my week-long break from the game was that I totally forgot to get the broken Weaver tool, the one you have to repair into a version of the Silk Shot, because it wasn't marked on my map. It turns out I even talked shit about it not actually being important and was wrong about it. It is the Weave Nest in Biowater, so I'll be making a trip there today. Although I don't know which one I want. I'll probably look into it between sessions and then pick the railgun because it's the coolest one. Also, I think I was too harsh on the Abyss in my tier list for the zones, because the Abyss, like, I don't like fighting its enemies, but I don't need to fight its enemies either. It's got better platforming than I remembered it having, and it's also briefer than I made it during my first playthrough. The fact there's Weaver tech down here in the Abyss strongly implies that the Weaver's the one originally diving through the Abyss to do lava stuff, right? Before they were driven out of Farloom because they didn't want to be taken over or used in whatever capacity by Grandmother Silk. I've been horribly unclear on exactly what it is Grandmother Silk does to Weavers. I just know that it's bad. But what were they doing down here? What were the Weavers hoping to accomplish down here? I mean, no, that actually makes a lot of sense that the Weavers have an outpost down here, right? Because the Pale King planned to use the Void to beat the Radiance, who is another pale being. So yeah, okay, they probably were trying to pursue similar things to the Pale King in that case. Yeah, no muss, no fuss, right back to the top of the Abyss. Let's get out of here. One bitchin' platforming segment to go, though. I'm pretty sure I really like the lava escape. Third best platforming segment in the game. The first two being the other lava escape and upper Cogwork Core. I do think this is better than anything in Mount Fae. It's just that most of the zone is not this, whereas Mount Fae was just Mount Fae's platforming segments. Oh, I'm still using the magma belt. Honestly, that works out pretty well for me. Unlike my jumping skills. All the way down here, huh? Okay, back to where we fell. Take 2. I knew there'd be spikes above me. I just couldn't remember the specifics. I think I just want to go out and then slow fall. This is ground. All right, easy peasy. I guess I should heal if I'm getting silk. I tried to save it to be slightly more efficient, but I'm losing it on grapples anyway. I assume I'm safe to stand all the way up here. This lava escape was a little bit easier than the first time. Might have been some skill issues happening first time. Just going to assume there's an up I can go to. Oh, you're joking. I was so high up. Oh, and now I can't do it because it's going to raise too quickly? That's mean. So that's a really good skip. Something like that's probably used in True Ending. But, won't be getting used anymore today. Although, to be fair, probably for the best. This section's really fun. It looked like I skipped nearly all of it. Yeah, I'm not too beat up about missing it then. Yeah, the platforming here is very good. I believe this is the end. Farewell, lava segment. I barely knew you. They're so good, but once you actually know how to do them, you stop being bad at the game. They're actually shockingly brief, man. I wish that was like 3 times longer. I'm looking forward to the Path of Pain equivalent when it comes out, which I assume will eventually come. Anyways, having finished the lava escape, there's a couple more things I need to do to round out the episode. Oh, right. I don't need to go anywhere. I can just call the dogs. I'm out of the abyss. Regardless, having done that out of the abyss with the Silksong, there's 2 things left in the episode I want to do. Let's do the much less fun one first. Let's go over to Bilewater. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I am going to, rather than alt-tabbing and checking my other monitor, just check my map. We want to go... I don't have pens. I don't have pens. And the map is useless. So like I was saying, I'm going to alt-tab to my other monitor, open the interactive map, and I'm going to be going over to the Weave Nest on the east side of Bilewater. Oh, not seeing the pins upset me so much. Like, wait a second, where's the Bell Beast? Where's anything? The answer is I never spent money on that. My map is actually still barren, still useless, not great, not very important to me. One mandatory muck maggoting later, we can open up the Weave Nest door. Thankfully, because the maggots aren't eating my silk. I didn't realize that was going to be a problem I had. Yeah, there's the ruin tool. That's all we're here for. And I'll figure out which one to make between episodes. Really don't think there's anything else here. Like, there's this area. Water is not nice. Oh, it is nice enough to kill the muck maggots. Nice. Not useful, though. Just a lure, nothing important. All very cool, but I'm out of here. I got what I needed. I'm not interested in backtracking through Bilewater. One of the benefits of Act 3 is I can just leave now. And we're back with the Snail Shamans, but I'm not interested in talking to you folks right now. I'm here to steal your shit. In my mind, the first time I played this, like, oh, the Snail Shamans die and then you can get the crest from them, but that's apparently not how it actually plays out. You can get it before they die. Which is a bit weird to me. Because I thought it was like stealing their power once they had passed, but evidently they just don't need it that bad. You can just take this. And that'll be our final crest, but I think I'm short on memory lockets to actually use the damn things. I'll have to figure out which ones I missed. And speaking of which ones I missed, I never did check if I got all the fleas. And I will be going out of my way to use the Shaman Crest just a little bit in these last couple of parts, because I want to know if I've undervalued it. Because I know I undervalued Architect's. Architect's moveset isn't as bad as I thought it was. Had more advantages than I thought it did. And even the nerf to Flint Slate, I did severely overlook how powerful Lifeblood Overdose was as a strategy, even if it does cost 100 shards every time you want to do it and basically immediately break because of nonsense out of your control. Oh, this is a bench. I had no idea. Like, I literally didn't know at all. No, I don't want to be on the bench. I want to talk to you guys. Want to progress the game. Tell me to go steal hearts. Then I'll go fight a bunch of bosses that really don't deserve what I'm going to do to them. What are they teaching, man? Oh, this is the song to Enter Dreams. Right. That conversation was so long. I must have been there reading dialogue for like 4 minutes the first time through that. Anyways, not so much this time. This time we just get the L to the deep. We can go into the dream world so we can fight some of the best bosses in the game. And before we get to them, it reminds me that one of the worst bosses in the game has just unlocked. So taking a look at this, I have no memory lockets. There are 2 missing. I need to figure out which ones I didn't get. Unfortunate. Oh, right. I have to do a quest for you, don't I? I thought I could just come here and get the infinite plasmium, but fine. I'll just do it. I don't know how I didn't hate this quest to death the first time through. That was miserable. That is probably one of the least fun quests in the game, up there with Silver Bells and just get 50 quest items. But hey, it's done. That'll be infinite plasmium for me. It's not a % completion, but it is convenient for whatever I plan to do with the Architect's Crest in the future. The funniest thing about getting the plasmium gland, though, is that it's not even why I'm here. I totally forgotten about that till I got into this room and saw the guy. And there is Plasmified Zango. He's still around. I didn't even remember to bring Flint Slate this time. I'm just gonna beat his ass. No +4 nail, no Flint Slate, just he sure is a boss. Oh my god, he has a second attack. I've never seen this before. I had no idea he was this complicated. I'm gonna be honest, he actually lived for a surprisingly long time. But no tools, no strategy, dead already. And it's also just a DPS race because he regenerates health. So if I'd come in here with the nail and the Flint Slate, he'd have died immediately. I honestly kind of regret killing him, but he's dead now. For a second, I thought I would actually have to quit out against Plasmified Zango. Genuinely showed more threat than I expected him to. Now, I have no idea if I got all the fleas or not. Since they're here, I don't think I did. The bright side of that is that unlike the memory lockets, I can just ask Vogue to tell me who I missed. It's also possible I just missed so much dialogue with them that they haven't progressed yet, which would be nice. No, there's still some missing. Hey, yo, Vogue, what did I mess up? I missed 1 in Mount Fae. That's pretty good. I didn't miss much. So the flea in Mount Fae that I don't have, right? You're never going to believe this. It's here. It's this guy. So, not really much of a Mount Fae flea, if you ask me. But as I'm in the neighborhood, I should pop into the Bright Vein and get the Mass Shard now that I have access to that as well. And once I've gotten a handful more Act 3 exclusives, I'll actually know for sure whether or not I missed any Mass Shards previously, or if it's only Act 3 stuff that's left to me. I do really enjoy this bit of platforming. Mount Fae just always delivers. The Abyss has a couple of really high spots for me, but Mount Fae is just consistently good, different kinds of platforming. Yeah, I can do that. Neat. Something that Silksong does really well in terms of its platform design is that, like, I very consistently find that there are multiple solutions to the same platforming puzzle, which I just really appreciate. I don't think I can get on the outside of that, but I do want to give it a shot. Yeah, no, I've never really known what to do here. Oh, is it a blind leap across, maybe? I mean, that's a way to do it. Like I was saying, there are multiple ways to do that one. Anyway, get me to the top of this. I've never really understood what the exact intended path is there. What I do understand is more Mass Shard, more better. Give it to me. And I need 3 more. I'm not convinced there are an entire mask exclusive to Act 3, but that'll make a lot of sense. I know Dash Master has one of them. The most likely way for me to die in the entire run, just somehow take 10 damage falling down this and then hit a spike. Nah, we're Gucci. We're fine. I'll be teleporting out now. I knew when I heard that I was missing 2 things in memory lockets and 1 was in bile water, that 1 would be in one of these boxes. I was wrong about that. Shit ain't here. A hilariously simple thought occurred to me after I had checked a couple of the locations for memory lockets, which was, what if they're exclusive to Act 3? Then I remembered, oh, right, there's the one in Bellheart that requires Silk Sword to get to the top, isn't there? Because you can go up here and there's something here, and I'm pretty sure it's a memory locket, and I checked and it is. And I was like, is there one in Carmelita's area? And there is. There's one before you get to Carmelita. So the 2 memory lockets I don't have yet are just because they're in Act 3. I actually got all 18 that were available in Act 1. Or I guess Acts 1 and 2. So it turns out the reason I can't upgrade the Shaman Crest is because I've upgraded every single memory locket obtainable in the first 2 acts, and I have to get to the Act 3 stuff to do the Shaman Crest. Unfortunate. And you know what else is unfortunate? Now that I find myself in Act 3 and I've done all this stuff... Wait, what? I have all the fleas. Was there another one on my map in that area that I just didn't realize I'd missed? I bought the Mount Faye map. There is nothing else shown here. All bugs... Oh, I have to talk to him. There's a reward, isn't there? And then he jump scares me with the carnival later. I was so confused. Yes, that's right. I've saved every single flea. And as my reward, I get to play Flea Juggle again. But also, let's not forget the Egg of Flelia. Neat. I'm gonna save and quit and see if that works. I think for time to pass, you have to change the zone and then reload the area. You can't just save and quit and have time pass if you didn't actually leave the area. So I think I have to like leave and come back and then save and quit. Ooh, it might be messed up on account of me having a bench there though. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll teleport out with a bell beast and I'll find something else to do. Hello, Chakra. I'm looking to pass the time and I figure I should buy map pins because the map I have now is kind of useless. Yes, you're doing great work out here, Chakra. I'm very proud of you. You're a wonderful character, but I need to buy something from you. Well, several somethings actually, but let's get through it. Theoretically, I could buy pins of my own to place as well, but sure, whatever. I've got the money. What's money for if not to buy things? This is more useful than most things I can do with my rosaries. I'm shocked at how expensive some of the markers are for no good reason. Anyway, I'm down to literally no cash and Chakra's down to literally no stock. Oh, that's right. There are Act 3 exclusive quests. We got Fatal Resolve to go fight the Pentress. We have Dark Hearts, which, it's gonna get something I care about, isn't it? Yeah, I've got to do Dark Hearts. I got to get those mass shards. That's fine. We can solve that other ways. And I'm going to sit here. No bird's interested in giving me anything, so I guess I'm going to head on over to the other quest board. That's 1 of 3 masks left. I believe I get a second one from Dash Master, and the last one I think is for hunting the trap guy, so I already know I haven't missed any mask shards then. And there is the Trobio fight unlocked as well, but not for today. We're pushing this episode's length already. Oh, brilliant fact, by the way. Have you ever wondered why Sherma's head looks the way it does when he changes outfits? It's because he's still wearing the symbol hat underneath the hood. I would never have put that together if it weren't specifically for the Reddit telling me about it. Shout out to this community for finding so many little details that I would have missed on my own. We're making a quick pit stop in the high halls, because there was something in here that's apparently only in Act 3 that I've never seen before in my life, and I am intent on finding out what it is. Just as soon as I learn how to poke. Yeah, see this little crack here? That's not here in Act 2. No. What? What? What do you mean I can't get through? So, this is where it is. This is the thing. But I can't enter it. Like, it's visible on the interactive map as though it's a real thing, and this is a change. All right, I'm calling it now. There's DLC here in the future. I don't understand. Somebody tell me what I'm missing, because this is just going to be unfinished in my playthrough, I think. I don't know what this is. It's obviously not important right now. Nothing important's locked in here, but I genuinely don't know what it is. And in case anyone doesn't know what I'm referring to, there's this entire structure locked away on the interactive map. Like, I should be able to get into it. I don't know what this is. I've never seen anyone in this room. I just know that it's there, and seemingly the way to access it is also available in Act 3, but nothing's actually in there. It's not the only reason I was up here, though, so it's not all a waste of time. And we have actually gone all the way back up to the top of Cogwart Core. We're climbing back into the cradle. Not to go to the surface, that's ridiculous. We don't need to do that. That's just an achievement that I've already gotten on a different account. But there is something up there that we care about, just not the surface. Probably my favorite silk ability in the game, even if it's not particularly strong, and one that will help greatly in killing all the dark hearts for that mass shard. I forgot how long this part of the climb was. Like, compared to what you have to do in terms of platforming afterwards, this is nothing. But it's actually a much longer climb than I remembered it being. We're almost back to GMS, though. Just as soon as I figure out where I am. Okay, I think we can just soar up again and then jump to the top. Almost. Land here, and we're good. Here's the arm of grandmother silk that Lace cut off in the ending we got. And we can bind that for the Pale Nails, which is, you know, Homing Soul Mass is a great spell in every game it's in. And I will be using it a lot in the upcoming world exploration just to deal with the hearts. It is by far the most convenient way to do that, and I'll probably be doing Volt Filament, Shaman Soul, and Exploration to that end. Anyways, please, God, Bell Beast babies, get me out of here. I'm having nightmarish flashbacks to some very hard platforming just being in the vicinity of it. And we'll go ahead and unlock one of the crests here for the Shaman Stone, which I guess is going to be Volt Filament. And I guess that means we'll do Carmelita first next time, but for now, I want to make sure we unlock the fleas, and if they're not unlocked, I need to look up why they aren't. Because I feel like I did everything I should have for them to work, but I think the bench I was sitting on vanishes, so it's not able to progress time from that bench, and that was the issue I was having. Okay, fleas, we're done, right? It's time for the pump fake. It's time for you to pretend we're all gonna self-immolate again. Yes, thank God. Okay, I was worried that there was something for the fleas I'd forgotten, but there's not. Yes, ecstasy at the end. I'm not doing it right now. This is the end of the episode. I'm debating not even recording for the flea mini games at all because I don't enjoy them. I think they're fun. I think the flea mini games are fun, but the moment you put high difficulty scores as the goals for them, it ceases to be fun and becomes a nightmare. But that's for next time. I also need to determine what kind of silk shot I want. Probably the railgun. The railgun's the coolest, but I'll have to watch a video comparing them. For now, I think it's time to call it a part. It's been fun. I've made a lot of progress in Act 3. Hell, I've made a lot of progress in Act 2. We weren't in Act 3 at the start of the video. But that's gonna be all for now. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful night.